For the last 3 or so weeks, I've been sleeping in the car in a different area from the somewhat noisy private parking space I rented for a few months in Bermondsey, which was next to quite a busy and noisy main road. I was really pleased to find this available, an underground space where I have my own key fob to enter. There's also CCTV to watch me come and go, which might not be so good. But it's so quiet compared to that other space. But today I received an email from the company that I rent the space from. My sleeping here affects nobody at all. It's not as though I'm throwing leftover food or emptying my piss out of the car window, but someone has complained, and it might be one or more of the residents in the flats above, or it might be those watching via CCTV my arrival in the evening and not leaving until the morning, or it might be those involved in my targeting who are not too happy because I'm not easily harassed here. Whichever the reason, I can no longer sleep here. I don't want to drive this car without the catalytic converter, which was nicked some months ago, and I might damage the engine if I do drive it each night, and I'm not confident it will be able to climb the short but steep hill on the exit. But I'll continue to use this space because the car is protected from the elements and needs to be off-road for the time being. Since the start of this new year, I've been experiencing burning sensations and aches also in the car, which will wake me through the night, and this never used to be a problem when I first started sleeping in the car back in 2017, right up to 2020. And I'm even affected in this underground parking spot. In the flat, the parts of my body affected will be those facing the demons in the flat below, and I'll suffer particularly if I remain stationary for more than a few minutes. But I'm really baffled about the burning to parts of my body and legs when in the car. Front, back and side of my legs, my back, my stomach and hips will all have varying degrees of burning and duration, though as I won't be able to sleep in the car anymore, I don't suppose this matters. I have 2 options for my sleep now. I try sleeping in parks or other outside areas again, as I did about 4 to 5 years ago, or I risk sleeping in the flat. The demons in the flat below will be rubbing their hands in anticipation should I choose that second option. One last thing re my sleeping underground. It's a fact the targeting will follow you wherever you go, and being underground is no different. I have heard some unfriendly voices and recorded a couple, and I've included them here. See whether you might hear an abusive word or two aimed my way, and as always I recommend the use of earphones. Bye for now.